Good morning. We got a special delivery coming today, and I had to run out last night and get a 5-gallon bucket of hydraulic fluid for it, and we're just about out of wood pellets. I just put our last bag in the pellet stove, so I picked up 10 more. I haven't used this brand before. This is a hardwood brand from Lowe's. It's about the only pellet I could find around town right now. I mean, it's the end of the season, so that 10 should be more than enough to finish us up for the season. Then I needed to get ISO 32 hydraulic oil, and I'm gonna need, I'm pretty sure, 5 gallons of that. So we picked that up. Tractor Supply had the best price, so that's where we got it. So let's get everything in the workshop. We also have our friends over at SR1 Equipment coming today to do the 50-hour service on our TYM 754 tractor. I usually have them do our 50-hour service because there's a lot of fluids to change. Like there's a lot of hydraulic fluid you gotta change out, all of your fluids you gotta change out, which isn't a big deal, but they take it all back with them. So I don't have to worry about disposing all the fluids. That's one of the reasons why I like having them out. They do a great job. They come here, they service it, they look it over for warranty stuff. They change all the fluids, and then all of the old fluids they take back with them, and I don't gotta worry about disposing them because it's a lot of fluids to get rid of. And then yeah, it'll be ready for the season because you know what? Spring's gonna be right around the corner. Grass is gonna be growing. There's gonna be lots of projects to do with the 754. While we wait for SR1 to show up, let's get the 754 warming up so we'll have all of the oils up to temperature. Because when you're changing the oils, you want them to be warm so that way you're not dealing with cold, sluggish oil. And it's about 32 degrees out this morning, so it's probably gonna need to run and warm up for 10-15 minutes anyways. All right, for this delivery, we're gonna need a tractor with pallet forks. And since I don't know what time they're coming with a delivery and how long SR1 is gonna have the 754 tied up, we're gonna put the pallet forks on the 574. Let's get the pallet forks on this, and then we'll be ready for when they call. That's one thing I don't like about deliveries is they give you a range. So you gotta be ready for when they show up. I always need to bleed my third function valve before I take off. I have my equipment that needs that. So I leave my key on without it running because it's electronic actuated. Hit my third function buttons. And then these pop off. Easy peasy. Even did it one-handed. I did just get the phone call that the delivery will be here in about an hour and a half. So I'm glad we're getting ready for it. I'm really surprised we got that much of a notice. Usually they call and they're like, yeah, we're 15 minutes out. So it's nice to know. I'll set my timer for an hour. But yeah, that's exciting. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I've been trying to figure out which one to get, what we need for the homestead. I don't want to go too big and I don't want to go too small. I think this one's gonna be just right. All right, now that we have the pallet forks on the 574 and we gotta wait a while, let's grab the Can-Am Defender and go on down to the workshop and give this thing an oil change. We need to do an oil change on this thing. So yeah, we have some time. Hopefully we can get it done before the delivery shows up. I wanted to get the oil change done on this the other day when it had been all power washed, but putting the tracks on this and doing all the maintenance work to it took a little bit longer than I had anticipated. So I didn't have time to do the oil change, but now we can. We got to work over there. So I want to undo this piston so this bed will fall out of the way more. Give us some more room to work. Not a ton more, but some more. Let me just go under here. Oh, anything. Nice, warm, and dirty. Let's let that drain. So I ended up getting the oil change kit from AMSOIL. It comes with a Wix filter. It comes with a new O-ring for the filter, and then it comes with new little seals or metal gaskets for your drain plug, which is nice. It's kind of nice to be able to order a kit. No, you got your Wix filter and you got your oil and all your little O-rings and everything. So I did that from AMSOIL. First time I've ever used them before. I think it's gonna work good. So we'll see. All right, I got my new crush washer on, is what I call it. Let's make sure we get it in the hole. Torque it to spec. Right there. There we go. The oil filter is a cartridge style oil filter. It's in kind of a peculiar place to get to. Not the easiest. Let me show you. Right down yonder. Yeah, you can't even show you. Right down there is where I gotta take my cap off for the filter. All right, then we'll have our little filter. We gotta get that out. Make sure all the parts and pieces for it come out with it. Bam, got it. She's nice and dirty. All right, we got our new Wix filter. That's gonna go back in. There we go, that's in. Got our cover with our old O-ring. Now we gotta line up the cover. That's the... Okay, that's tight. Oil fill and dipstick right there. Go get my oil. All right, now we got new lifeblood in the Can-Am. The 574 is getting its new lifeblood out there. Let's get our dump piston back on, and we are done. Bam. Easy peasy. Oh, we got that done just in time. We're gonna go meet our delivery driver now.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know that we do have a new batch of coffee that is now available on our website today, April 15th. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself some, what do we got?
We have our campfire decaf, which is delicious. They actually all are. We have our fresh tracks. That's our new light roast that we came up with last time, and everybody really seemed to love it. And we have our In the Woods dark roast. That seems to be everybody's favorite. And we still have some of our Brutus t-shirts in stock. So if you guys want to get a Brutus t-shirt, you get a little bit of a Brutus on the front, Brutus on the back,
yep.
And then some delicious coffee and everything else that is on the website. They are live today, like Gina said, April 15th. And if you are a member and you get early access to the video, when the video is live for you guys, you also have early access to all of the coffee and everything on the website.
We also still have some of our Lumnah Acre logo shirts as well. We have our light gray and we have our charcoal, as well as hoodies. If you do want a hoodie, they are very comfortable, but you do want to size up.
Yep, so if you're a large like me, I go for an extra large sweatshirt and it fits just right. We want to thank everybody who's been enjoying the coffee and making some purchases. If you want to get some, click the link down below. They usually sell out pretty quickly, and we have them in different grinds. We have them whole bean, medium grind, and a coarse grind. So you can pick your fancy. I like coarse, but I'll leave it up to you. So click the link down below if you want to grab a bag. I'm gonna finish drinking my nice cup of coffee right here, and then we'll get back to the show. All right, let's go meet the delivery driver. I am excited for this delivery, guys. This is gonna be fun. Got it. Let's head up. Well, it feels good to have new blood in the TYM 754. We got new hydraulic fluid, new motor oil, and new front differential fluid. It's kind of crazy how much fluid these things hold. It takes 70 quarts of tractor hydraulic fluid, it takes 18 quarts of 80/90 gear oil, and then it takes 9 quarts of motor oil. So yeah, it's quite a bit of fluid here to change out. So I'm glad that is all done and ready to go, because we'll be putting it to work soon. And just like that, the snow is back.
It's back, and it's big flakes.
It's supposed to be getting about an inch of snow now. So yeah, we're ready for the snow to be done with, but old man winter wants to stay around, unfortunately.
And if you want to update on the piglets, well, there isn't any. So we're thinking the middle of the month.
Yep. So we're thinking that she wasn't bred the first time she was put in with Yukon, or didn't take. So we'll have to wait till her next heat cycle, which would have been 19 days from the first time she went in. So probably about 2 more weeks from now, maybe around Easter, we'll be having piglets.
Or hopefully we'll have an update for you around then.
We'll keep you posted. Let's get in where it's warm and out from the snow. We've been wanting a wood chipper on the homestead for a while now. We want it so we can clean up the different woods. We have areas that need to get made into silvo pastures, so we have some trees out there we need to cut down. And we want to be able to chip them up and make good bedding for the livestock and for making better compost. And we decided on the Woodlands Mill TF810 Pro wood chipper. Let's get it unboxed. We have to build it and put it together before we can use it. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get into today, because what you guys see is what we know too and what we have to do.
Watch out, Brutus.
So the 810 Pro series will take up to an 8-inch diameter tree. So it'll take up a good sized tree, and it's an auto feed. Which is nice about that, it's like a big commercial chipper. You put your wood in there, it just automatically feeds it in. You don't have to stand there and like push it in. If you've ever used a chipper like that, it takes a lot out of you by the end of the day, because you're bringing your wood over and you just have to sit there and like jam it in. This, you're just gonna go over, put it in, and it's gonna automatically feed it. It's got a bar on it, and that's gonna push and activate the roller system to feed it in. And then if you get a jam, you can pull it out, put it in neutral, or pull it out one more time, and it'll shoot it out for you.
So basically we got the shop cleaned up, and then Al filled it back up. So can't have an empty spot. He doesn't like that.
That's what a workshop's for.
I heard it's for your equipment.
No, it's not a parking lot.
You keep getting all these metal cages, you should start making stuff with them.
We'll have to sometime.
Not only does Brutus like to chew wood, but he loves to chew on cardboard, so we're probably gonna have a giant, he's already starting.
Yeah, pick it up already and keep it away from you, dude, I know. You're terrible.
If you see all of our shelves and everything have stuff high up, it's because Brutus likes to get into things, huh?
Seems like the crate's built pretty good. We'll have some washers. Oh, some pretty nice thick washers too there, Brutus. Add that to our hardware pile. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I usually kind of geek out about bolts and stuff that are putting stuff together. That is a thick fender washer. What's cool about that is we got quite a few of them now that we can keep and have. So if we need anything, usually fender washers are like a 1/16 of an inch thick. That's like 3/16. So if we need like a good quality washer, we're gonna have some kicking around now. One of the reasons I'm really excited about this chipper is we've rented some before, like the commercial style. The ones that you can rent only take up to 6-inch diameter wood. This will take 8-inch, so we'll be able to do a lot bigger wood. We have up in the woods where the Highland cattle are, we got a lot of long, smaller birch trees that I'd like to get up there and thin. My goal is I would just be able to cut them down and just run them right through the chipper. That's what I'm hoping to do. We'll find out.
Careful.
I know, right? We don't want to scratch the paint.
I mean, you're gonna do that anyway with the trees, but.
That is true. That's some pretty heavy duty steel. Our friend Ben has one of these and he really likes it. He was able to do a lot of chipping with it, especially during Hurricane Helene. I'm ready to shut this pellet stove off, but the weather's not cooperating. This is going to be what the chute connects to get rid of the chips.
I thought it was a wheel.
No, this is gonna mount over here somehow. And then your
Just like
chute
that.
will go on top of it, and then you can swivel it. I just don't know which side you want your lockout on.
Probably have to wait till nice weather to chip wood.
We wait for nice weather, we might never be able to chip wood.
It's true.
What does our tag say?
It has an exclamation point on it, so you probably won't read that.
We don't need that. Number 4, it's in French.
On both sides?
Now, to loosen or stiffen the movement of the red control arm, adjust the set screw on the back of the directional control valve. See manual for instructions.
You like the snow? You do? You're crazy. You're crazy.
Trying to stay organized and not scratch everything. The first time we use it, it'll all get scratched up, but at least it'll look pretty when we put it together.
Okay, it's gonna get snowed on, rained on, mud probably all over it, scratches.
Yep, it will. Gotta get the directions out soon. I don't know where everything goes.
It looks like a musical instrument. You see it?
No, I don't.
Tuba or whatever. Not so much anymore.
More parts and pieces. They got them hidden everywhere. Looks like handles for something. Maybe to move the chute. Better keep those away from Brutus. He'll chew on them if they're just lying around. I know, I see you eyeballing them.
So it says up to 8 inches, so don't be putting a 24-inch tree in there, Al.
Oh, come on. All right, let's see what's in the box. It's heavy. Looks like we got our PTO shaft. I don't know what that is yet. Some big heavy duty arms. These are probably to attach it to the tractor. I forgot about this part. They have a chainsaw holder to go on the side. I'm not exactly sure where we mount it. Thought that was pretty smart of them. So you can mount your chainsaw right on your chipper, and you have your chainsaw with you.
I hope because you have all these chainsaw mounts that you don't think you need a chainsaw for every single mount that you have.
I mean, you just said it, I didn't.
Seriously.
I mean, we already got quite a few of them. I don't have a Milwaukee one though. All right, that's all of the parts and pieces I do believe opened up. So now it says over here, manual and hardware inside this tube. I wonder what that's for. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out.
I feel like it's like a bank thing when you go to the drive-thru.
Right, waiting for the vacuum tube to kick in. Bed belt gap tool. So that's a tool we'll keep in there. It's for checking some gap, not sure what yet. All right, that's gonna be all of our hardware. More hardware. I need more table space. I do like how everything comes organized. All right, so PTO wood chipper operator's manual. Now they're gonna be trying to sell us a sawmill, babe.
Oh my gosh, I think that's on your wish list.
It is. Look, see. They're smart.
Let's just start with chips first.
I know, but they're smart. They give you a catalog, so you want to buy more of their products.
Don't tell me you haven't been looking already. Come on now.
I know, but that's in front of my face right now.
I'll keep it out of the bathroom. Okay, I'm reading over the manual and it says you need hydraulic fluid. Do you have that?
I went out and got that last night. I do remember Ben saying something when he built his chipper that he had to go out and get hydraulic fluid while he was building it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be ahead of the game and have it. So when we're building it, we already have it here. So yeah, we got that now. Now we just gotta figure out.
It also says don't take out any of your hardware until it says.
Yeah,
Very imperative, it says.
I think if you,
it's in red writing.
I think what happens if you take out all the hardware, this would drop. So you gotta do one side at a time
Okay.
because you're gonna be putting in one of your arms some way or another. Maybe like this. I don't know, I'll have to read the directions.
You hear
And
what he
this
said?
is what's
you're gonna read directions.
Yeah, that's what I got you doing.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping the weatherman was wrong and that the snow is gonna stop and let up, but it's not. It's still coming down pretty good. We're ready for some sunshine. I know a lot of you guys in the north feel the same way we do. It would be nice to get some sunshine, get some vitamin D. Let's do one side at a time.
Do you think people have as many tools as you have?
I don't know.
Come on.
If not, they gotta get them, and then they will. That's how I started getting all this stuff. It doesn't call for Loctite, but this
Can't
is gonna be
hurt.
sitting on the back of the tractor.
Is it usually blue?
Yeah, the different colors are for the different strengths. So blue is medium strength, so like you can put this in then take it out. Red is like you put it in, once it dries, you're really not gonna get it back
So
out.
that's what was on the tracks. Oh.
So now we slide this in. This bar is threaded, so we don't need that nut that we had on there. All right, I don't want to tighten it all up because I got to get all these other ones adjusted first. So our holes are off a whisker, so if you come to the front, if we just kind of lift up on this.
Do you want me to put the bolt in when you do that? Too much. A little bit. There you go.
All right, back up a little bit. Okay,
I did it.
but then this other one's still not lining up.
Was that okay for me to let go?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got one in.
Tell me, want me to
That's
lift it again?
interesting.
See if it does anything?
Oh yeah, you're good, I think you. Okay, so let's do the same thing to the other side. that part is done. Before we like ever use it, I want to take and open everything up and see how it works. So actually, let's do that now before you put the chute on. I want to see what the insides look like.
What if you can't get it back together?
Oh, it's this bolt is like this, and this is supposed to open up. So if you ever have a plug,
you know how to take it back
you
together.
know how to take it apart and unplug it if you got to ever replace your blades or sharpen them.
Oh, that's true. You probably do have to open up. So
Yeah.
eventually. Is that what cuts it?
This right here is what cuts it.
Oh.
So you're gonna be going through your feeder, hitting these, and that's gonna be making your chips. So if you need to replace them, you'd open that up. You have 3 bolts on each side. You take this off. The knives you can just swap around.
Can you just get them from them too?
You can get them from them too, and then you can sharpen them. Now we know how to replace the blade, sharpen them, unplug it if we get a jam. Now we got our hitch pins. And then the big rod is what they thread into. All right, so now we can move on to the front of the feeder area and start getting some of these parts and pieces in. So this is gonna go like so. All right, so we've caught a couple of things we did wrong. The side panel, we had the bottom on the inside, so we had to fix that. And then we just noticed, because we were thinking as we were putting it together, like it's kind of weird to have the nuts on the inside, because it's gonna be something sharp for everything to catch on. On all of these bolts for the inside, like even right here, they wanna have the hex head on the inside and the nuts facing out, which makes sense because the hex head is rounded over. So when you're sliding stuff in, it's just gonna go over it. The washer will stay pointed out. So yeah, that makes more sense. We have to switch all these over. We'll do it one at a time as we're lining up everything. To here, and then when you want to take it off and flip this up, you would set it to here. All right, now we got our hardware to put the chute base on.
Gross.
Then you can put your chainsaw holder on either side. I feel like the side without the chute would be a better area because if you have your chainsaw over here and you got your chute blowing, you might get more wood chips and stuff on it. Now we are ready for our hydraulic fluid. It takes 5 gallons or 19 liters, whichever measurement you prefer using. I prefer using gallons. I like that it takes an even 5 gallons.
Don't get it anywhere. I should have got a bigger funnel.
5 hours later.
Slow down because it's going to splash out.
That wasn't bad. Didn't even make a mess. So we figured out what this is for. This is the flywheel lock pin. So when you're changing out the knives, you would flip this around, put it in the flywheel so that way the flywheel can't move on you when you're trying to loosen up the 3 bolts that hold each knife in. So you put it in, work on one knife, get that knife all put back together, then take it out, spin your flywheel to the next hole, and so on and so on. It also comes with 2 extra shear bolts for the PTO shaft. So I'm gonna stick those in here, so if I'm ever looking for some, remind me. Now we need to hook the chipper up to the 574. I just took the flail mower off the 574. I know, can you guys believe it? I took the flail mower off. So that is off. I'm gonna back in. I put a quick hitch on it, so that way we can back up, pick it up, and then we gotta figure out if the PTO shaft is the right length or if we need to cut it to length. All right, I had just enough room to get the chipper with the chute all the way extended with the bail grabber on in here. So let's get this leveled off a little bit more. It's pretty close. And then we'll get the PTO shaft to work. I'm hoping we don't got to cut it because we do have a good distance between the two. So as long as we have an inch gap, I'll show you, then we're good. So let me get this top link adjusted. We'll get that nut locked in place and then we can get on to the PTO shaft. We don't need to cut nothing. Awesome. That's all assembled, hooked up, PTO shaft is good. I drew a little blood, but hey, it wouldn't be a good build project without drawing a little bit of blood. Now, we need to get this thing running and check and make sure everything is good, but this is where we're gonna end this video because it is still nasty and yucky out right now, and it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So I'm gonna wait to take it outside and do the adjustments to make sure everything is operating well the way it's supposed to out of the box till tomorrow when we're gonna start using it and chip with it. Today, the weather just isn't there, but it was a perfect day to work inside the shop. Glad that we got the oil change done on the Can-Am. The 754 had its 50-hour service, so that is good to go for springtime. I'm feeling good about this. We got the wood chipper built. We just need the weather to switch over for old man winter just to leave. We're ready for some nice spring weather. And you up in the north, I'm sure you are too. So this is where we're gonna end this video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. We'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, I'm even gonna leave the 574 inside overnight tonight. She's gonna get to sleep inside. Hopefully she starts tomorrow. You know, when you stop babying your equipment, they get a little soft on you. So we'll find out tomorrow. Bye.